Good evening everyone and welcome to something a bit different. In this video I'm sort of just going to have a bit of a chat about my hopes and plans for the season and sort of my opinions on various issues surrounding football fans and the return to the grounds and that, and also before that I will be revealing what you voted for August Goal of the Month. So at the end of each month what I'm going to do is I'm going to nominate 4 goals that I've seen from that particular month to go into the Goal of the Month competition. And this, for August, in 4th place was this. Good turn, great finish. So a good goal there, scored by Norton and Stockton Ancients, who drew 2-2 against St Mary's FC in Middlesbrough that night. A nice sort of little turn away from the defender and a pretty neat finish into the corner, but not quite enough to make it into the top 3, but a good goal all the same. And in 3rd place, it comes from the second game I went to this season, which was at Duncan Park.
Oh, great finish.
So while any of our builders were well and truly on the wrong end of the scoreline at Duncan Park that day, but all the same, a great corner into the box and a hell of a volley into that. There's absolutely no stopping that. In 2nd place, you have gone for this.
Oh, that's a good finish, that.
A nice finish across the keeper there by the Edge Hill player, and Edge Hill played very well that night away at Kirby Moorside and deserved the win. But while it was a good goal, it was pipped to the post. Well, I say pipped. The voting on Twitter was quite substantially in favour of this goal, and here it is.
Oh, what a goal.
Absolutely brilliant goal, and that will be entered into the ultimate competition, which will come at the end of the season for goal of the season. It'll take something pretty good to better it, really. But you know, a great move by Cullercoats, who played brilliant football that day against Percy Main, and one hell of a finish. So well done to Cullercoats. You are this season, you are the Goal of the Month winners for August 2020. Now I'm just going to sort of chat a bit about my hopes for the season ahead and sort of my opinions on what could and what I personally think should sort of happen regarding sort of the fans being back at grounds and stuff like that. As I mentioned last night at Crooktown, one of my aims for the season is to complete the Northern League. I have 4 to go in Division 1 and now 5 to go in Division 2. The 4 I need in Division 1 are Riot Colliery Welfare, CM Red Star, Sunderland RCA and West Auckland Town. While in Division 2 I need Birtley, Towelaw, Willington / Durham because they're ground sharing, Sunderland West End / Washington because they're also doing a share, and I also need Easington Colliery as well. I'm going to try and get as many of those grounds done in September while I can before before Gateshead's season starts. Obviously, the obviously as it stands, fans will be back at grounds at the National League North upwards the 1st of October. So fingers crossed that all goes ahead, and I'll have a chat a bit about I'll chat a bit about that now. Obviously, I'm hoping I can get to every Gateshead competitive game this season. I mean, it might be a bit difficult with one or two away games, but I'll certainly try. I just hope that away fans definitely are allowed. I know Halifax put something up about fans going back to their ground and said something about National League member clubs giving an allocation of tickets to away fans. So I hope that's what happens, and I just hope it's done sensibly. To be honest, like say take Gateshead for example. Our 4 away games that'll have the most demand are York, Darlington, Spennymoor, and Blythe for obvious reasons. But I definitely think season ticket holders and sort of if you've got in Gateshead's case a Gateshead Soul membership should get a priority. But maybe something like if clubs like maybe if there was something in place to say like if you go to Hereford you're first in line for a York ticket, that might be a good sort of system to use. I mean, a lot of it will depend on capacity limits and stuff. I mean, for all we know, the fixtures aren't even out yet, so by the time Gateshead go to York, it could be late in the season. Might not be any need for such sort of measures. Like might be able to just get in anyway, but we'll have to wait and see on that, and just keep fingers crossed. So that's as far as it goes with Gateshead. I do want to sort of get out of Yorkshire and the North East a bit more with my general ground hopping. I want to go Matlock's one I want to do this season. I'm sort of thinking about Truro as well. Obviously, it is a obscenely long way. For a game which I'd be a neutral at. It's pretty damn far, isn't it? But I'm certainly not ruling it out. I'm also gonna keep tabs on sort of travel restrictions between here and other countries. Because quite a few abroad I want to do. There's quite a few in Germany, for example. 1 or 2 in Holland. There's 1 or 2 in Spain as well. So we'll just keep an eye on we'll just keep, hopefully before too long, like there won't be as many quarantine, as many places you need to quarantine if you're coming back from, and I'll keep an eye on the on capacity limits and stuff like that in these countries as well. I'm hoping to get up to Scotland a few times, so we'll just have to wait and see how that is. I've got quite a lot of good friends up there, that are Motherwell fans. I'm sort of quite keen on Motherwell as well, so I'm hoping to get to Fir Park this season quite a few times. I've got Ross County at the end of January. I've got that penciled in for a Wednesday night. I don't know why I'm like this either, to be honest with you, but it would be an experience, I suppose. Other than that, it will sort of mainly, I'm just sort of hoping, I can get as many grounds ticked off as I can, and it can be, and I can carry on what has been a pretty good start to the season, and it can turn out to be, and hopefully it can go down as one of my most memorable seasons that I've had. I've noticed that the National League playoffs for the National League North and the National League South. I noticed the playoffs are going to be in the early part of June. That gives me a bit of an issue, because the day of the playoff final, which I imagine to be Saturday the 19th of June, I've got a ticket for Portugal against Germany in Munich in the Euros. But I've got a bit of a contingency plan. Obviously, if Gateshead get to the final, then Gateshead must come first, and that's the way it is. I mean, if we're not, then I can just go to Munich for that, all being well, and there won't be any problems. But I'm going to sort of try and get a ticket for match day 3 in Munich, so I get to go regardless. If obviously if Gateshead aren't in the final, I'll just stay there and do both games. If not, I'd only get to do just the one. But I'm determined to be part of the Euros next year, and it's something I'd really like. I've always sort of wanted to go to a game at a major tournament, and hopefully that'll materialise. But that's it from me for this video. I know it's been a bit different. It's probably been not the most exciting to watch, but it's one that I've been meaning to make. I'll be back on Saturday with quite an interesting one, actually. It is Durham City against Willington, but Durham actually, in case you don't know, Durham are actually ground sharing with Willington at the minute, so it's tenants against landlords. Willington will be the away team in their own ground, so it's also I believe Didier Gath, who used to play for Celtic, is the manager of Durham City, so it's going to be an interesting one to say the least. But I'm really looking forward to it. I'll only be like 2 miles or so away from where I was last night, so I'm getting pretty used to that. I'll be pretty used to that part of the world before too long. But take care, and I'll see you later.